Hey guys, Vertigo Electric here, and somebody on the forums asked how to get a spike to move when you run by, and I'm gonna just really briefly go over how to do that. Alright, so in your frame, you have all of your normal spikes. Yes, you got spike up, spike up. Now what you want to do is you don't want to make another instance of the same object. You need to create a separate object. So you're gonna go clone, click OK, and now I have spike up 2, which is completely different. Put it wherever I want, and then we're going to need to create another object. It's an active, so click on active, drop it right there, and you can leave it this graphic if you want, but I always prefer to make it like a solid color like that. It makes it really stand out in the frame and that. So here's my trigger, and this is the area I want it to cover, you know, so that there's no way you can get out of here without passing through the trigger. Now what you want to do is you want to have some events. Obviously you could put them in the spike, you could put them in the trigger, it doesn't matter. I usually put it in the trigger. So I'm going to click on that, go up to the behaviors, and actually first I missed a step. What you want to do is we want to create a variable. You can name it whatever you want, doesn't matter, okay? Just leave it 0. Now go to the behaviors. You're going to do new condition. You got to import your character. Now my character is this red box. It goes invisible, but this is what I use. So whatever you use to move your character around or whatever, that's what you want to pick. You go to collisions, overlapping another object, and then you're going to select your trigger. So there's a condition. When the player is overlapping the trigger, do what? I'll tell you. You're going to set an alterable value, the one you named. This one is OAD, and we're going to set that to 1. Alright? And then we're going to say, when this is set to 1, this OAD, when it equals 1, here's our condition. Then we got to do something to the spike. So we're going to bring it in by importing an object. Probably going to be down at the list if it's the last thing you put on the frame. And what do we want to do with it? Well, we want it to go up. So what we want to do is we're going to change its position. We're going to offset its current position. So position, y coordinate. So that's the current position, and then -1, because +1 would make it go down. So we want a -1. And actually, we're going to minus 10. Because 1 would move very slow, so we're going to minus 10. On second thought, I'm just going to make it 20. Okay? So, spike up minus 20, it means it'll move 20 pixels per frame upward. Click OK. And now, let's test it real quick. Alright. So now, there's our trigger. And as soon as I walk over here, boom, spike goes. And dead. Alright, now here's something excuse me, that you're going to want to consider. In the runtime for the spike, now when the spike gets moving and when it gets triggered, it's going to keep going and going and going and going, and depending on how many objects you have on the frame, you don't want it to just be taken at memory. So you have this option here, destroy object if too far from frame, and which is checked for me. Now one thing that I like to add anyway is a new condition. Basically I test the position forcefully. Test position of spike up. And what this one is the object outside. In other words, if it's too far away, if it's out of the play area, then I just destroy it. Then I don't have to worry about that. Another thing you're going to want to remember to do, of course, is you're going to select your trigger that you created, and you're going to make uncheck visible at start, because you don't want it to be visible, obviously. So you do that, and then when you run the game, you don't see a trigger anywhere, and then when you run, oh, there's a spike, but I dodged it. And by now it's gone high up enough out of the frame or out of the play area to have been destroyed, and there's no problems. So that's how you do that. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a personal message or something like that. And have yourself a good night.